Alright, I just wanted to take a second to explain what I was doing, or what I'm doing now with business. Um, so before I moved up to Virginia, I was starting a video production business, and I was getting clients and making videos for people and stuff. And that was going alright. I wasn't making a ton of money, but I was just starting. So I moved up here, and I was like, I'm gonna build this business, and it it was difficult to just make new connections. I had a job as a valet, and uh, it was okay, but it wasn't that great of a job. So I was like, all right, something's got to change. So anyway, um, there was a course that I took that I found that was about basically merging your video production business with managing online ad campaigns. So I was like, wow, that sounds good. And there was a lot more potential in that, and a lot more um, predictable income because you can charge a management fee. So I did that and finished the course. And right now I'm at the point where I'm reaching out to different people. So for the course, we have to choose a niche that we're going to be focusing on. So I was like, well, I want to market something that I actually believe in. So, something that is environmentally good for our planet. So I was like, well, maybe solar panels. So I reached out to a ton of people in the solar industry, and this is where I'm at now. I've reached out to a ton. I've got a lot of sales calls with them, and up to that point it's been really good, but I'm struggling with selling. And my last sales call went really well. The guy was really interested, but he had an excuse, which I should have dug into that a little bit more, but I didn't, and that was my mistake. But I'm getting good at recognizing where I made a mistake, what went wrong, and where it went wrong. So I got to the very end with this guy, so it was really cool. Really neat guy too. He and I had a very similar mentality on life. So right now I feel like I've just kind of exhausted that resource. I feel like I've reached out to literally everyone in the US, and I've really learned a lot about the solar industry. And if you're thinking about going solar, let me know. We'll get in touch, and I'll tell you what you need to know if you're interested. But pretty much I'm in touch with people all over the U.S., so I could point you in the right direction. So I'm considering switching niches, and I've been focusing really on sales, because you can't have a business if you can't sell things, I guess. So, but the way this business model is, ideally I would get about 5,000. I would get about 5 clients, and I would be charging about $1,000 to $2,000 a month, possibly more if I get a much bigger client. But right now I really need to get a proof of concept so that I can understand what's going on, and then I can get a client results and make them money, and then I can take all this data that I've gathered and things that I've learned, and basically just copy it to another client that doesn't compete with that one. So it could be anywhere in the U.S. or really in the world, anywhere they've got internet. So the potential for growth once I get my first client and have a proof of concept is really high. So that's what I'm working on now. That is like primary in my life. But I feel like I've exhausted that niche. I just got off the phone with a guy that I did some video work for, who is a real estate agent and a real estate broker, I believe. So that was interesting. We're trying to figure out how this would apply to him. And yeah, so maybe switching niches to something I'm not quite as passionate about, but at this point it's becoming less about passion and more about money. So maybe once I get set up financially a little better, I can go after something I'm more passionate about. But at this point I just need to survive and make money back. So that's where I'm at. Bye.